one thing you're avoiding in every conversation is actually the fastest way to build deep connections. In today's lesson, we're going to reframe one of the most misunderstood social tools of all time, small talk. Most people dread it. They see it as shallow, awkward, or even fake. But what if I told you that small talk, when done right, can actually make you more magnetic, more present, and more connected? We'll unpack why small talk matters, the real skill behind making it work, and how to shift your mindset so that this basic social ritual becomes one of your strongest assets. Let's begin with the common perception. A lot of us treat small talk like background noise, something to endure until we get to the real conversation. It's often seen as filler, a polite buffer before meaningful interaction begins. But here's the truth. Every meaningful relationship you have ever built probably started with small talk. Whether it was your closest friend or a now significant other, it likely started with something as simple as "what class are you in?" or "cool shoes." The initial connection always starts with something seemingly meaningless, until it's not. Small talk isn't about the content, it's about the signal it sends. It says, "I'm open to interaction." It says, "I notice you." And most importantly, it gives people the opportunity to respond without pressure. This is where many people get it wrong. They overthink it, they think they need to be witty or deep right away. But that's not how trust or rapport is built. And that brings us to the real tool behind magnetic small talk: active observation. If small talk is the doorway to connection, active observation is the key that opens it. Active observation is the practice of paying attention, not to someone's vibe or aura, but to real, tangible details. What are they wearing? What are they holding? How do they carry themselves? Are they looking around nervously, tapping their foot, sipping the same coffee for 20 minutes? Most of us are too wrapped up in our own thoughts to notice any of this. But if you train yourself to observe, you suddenly have access to endless conversation openers that don't feel forced. For example, instead of asking someone at a coffee shop, "What are you reading?" which puts them on the spot, you might say, "That book looks like it's been through a lot." It's simple, it's neutral, but it invites a response. And more importantly, it makes them feel seen. There are two reasons this technique works so well. One, people want to be acknowledged. Not in a dramatic, movie-worthy way, but in the small, everyday way that says, "I see you. I noticed." It's basic psychology. Recognition feels good. Two, it lowers the stakes. Observations don't demand answers. They create an open space. You're not interrogating someone. You're offering them a moment, a chance to respond if they want to. It's social interaction without pressure. Now let's get practical. Here's how you can train this skill in 3 simple steps. Step 1, start noticing. Put your phone away. Be present. Pay attention to real-world details like body language, clothing, accessories, or what someone's doing with their hands. These are your conversation goldmines. Step 2, make a neutral comment. Not a compliment, not a question, just an observation. For example, "That jacket looks like it has a story." "That dog seems like he doesn't trust anyone, and I kind of respect that." "That drink looks like it belongs in a science experiment." Step 3, let it land. Don't force the interaction. If they respond, great. If they don't, you haven't lost anything. You just tried, and that in itself builds confidence over time. The real lesson: it's not about you. This might be the most freeing part of active observation. It shifts the focus away from you. You don't need to be clever. You don't need a script. You just need to notice. When you make it your job to observe instead of impress, small talk stops being a performance. It becomes a curiosity-driven interaction, and people can feel the difference. Final thoughts. So many of us think we're bad at small talk because we hate being fake. But here's the twist. Small talk doesn't have to be fake at all. When rooted in real observation, it becomes a tool for connection, not a mask for insecurity. And over time, it stops feeling like a chore. It starts to feel like a game, a fun one. Because here's what you'll discover. People aren't as boring as they seem when you're actually paying attention. So the next time you're at a party, a coffee shop, or standing in line at the grocery store, practice noticing. Choose one small thing, make one small comment, and see where it leads. You don't need to be the life of the party to be remembered. You just need to make someone feel like they mattered, even for 10 seconds. That's the kind of presence that's not just magnetic, it's unforgettable. Thank you for watching. See you next time. Bye.